Good morning, all of you. So, in last class, we discussed about operations on graphs. In that, we discussed union of graphs, intersection of graphs, sum of the graphs, and ring sum, product of the graphs, complement of the graphs, and merged graphs. In today class, decomposition of graphs. Okay. So a graph G is decomposed or partitioned into two subgraphs G1 and G2 if and only if it satisfies the two conditions. If the given graph can be partitioned into two subgraphs, that two subgraphs can be satisfies the following conditions. The conditions are the two subgraphs satisfies union property. So that is G1 union G2 gives the G. Okay, even G1 union G2 is equal to Z and G1 intersection G2 is equal to 5. That is null graph. Okay, so the partitioned graph satisfies these two conditions. Then we say that a given graph is decomposed. Okay. So vertex deleted subgraph. So if V is a vertex in a graph G, then G minus V means V represents vertex. So vertex deleted graph denoted by G minus V. Okay. So G minus V denotes the subgraph of G obtained by deleting V and all the edges incident on V from G. This graph is called, this graph G minus V is referred to as vertex deleted subgraph of G. Okay. So here G is a given graph and G minus V denotes the subgraph of G obtained by deleting V and all the edges incident at V and all the edges incident at V from G. This graph G minus V is referred to as vertex deleted subgraph of G. Okay. Next one, edge deleted subgraph. So if E is an edge in a graph G, then then G minus C denotes the subgraph of G. G minus C denotes the subgraph of G obtained by deleting edge E from G. This graph G minus C is referred to as edge deleted subgraph of G. Okay. So G is a given graph and G minus C is a edge deleted graph. So that means we delete this G minus C is the subgraph of G by obtained by deleting an edge E from given graph G. So this graph G minus E is referred to edge deleted subgraph of G. Okay, edge deleted subgraph of G. So for example, so in first graph, so the given graph G has A, B, C, D. This is, we remove this vertex, we get the G minus C graph. So we remove this vertex means V, we remove V vertex. So the incident edges, these three also removed. So A to V edge is removed and C to V edge is removed and D to V edge is removed. So the remaining graph is G minus V graph is A, B, C, D. This is the vertex deleted subgraph. Vertex deleted subgraph. So second one. So in this, we delete an edge between A to B vertex. So that edge is denoted by small e. So now we remove this edge, we get the subgraph G minus C, that is, so A, B, C, D, V. Here we delete an edge E. Okay. So this graph is called edge deleted subgraph. Okay. Next, connected graph and disconnected graph. Connected graph and disconnected graph. A graph is said to be connected if a path between every pair of distinct vertices of the graph. A graph is said to be connected when if a path between every pair of distinct vertices of the graph. So if I consider any two vertices in a given graph, the two vertices has a path, means there is an edge between those two vertices. Then we say that that given graph is connected graph. Otherwise it is disconnected. A graph that is not connected is called disconnected. Okay, so what is connected graph? A pair of vertices, a pair of distinct vertices has a path in the given graph is called connected graph. So let us consider an example. So we take the graph A, B, C, D, E, F. So if we consider a path, so A, F, we consider two vertices A, F. So there is a path between A to F. So A to C, C to F, there is a path. Okay, there is an edge between A to F. So we consider B to E. So B to C, C to D, D to E. Otherwise B to C, C to F, F to E. So there is a path between B to E. So if I consider A to E, so A to C, C to D, D to E. Okay. So like that, every pair of vertices has a path. So this is connected graph. Okay. So if we look at second graph, in this graph, so the graph has the vertices V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. Okay. So if we consider V1, V4 vertices, the pair of vertices V1, V4, there is no path because this is intersection point, that is not an edge. Okay. So V1 to V3, that's it. There is no path from V3 to V4. Okay. So there is no path between these two vertices. And V1, V6, V1, V6 is also has no path between these two vertices. So and next V3, V4. So V3, V4. Here also there is no path from V3 to V4. Okay. So these graph G2 is disconnected graph because there is no path between any pair of vertices. Okay. So another example. So look at this G1. So if we take two vertices A to Z, okay. So the path is A to C, C to D, D to G, or else A to B, B to C, C to D, D to Z. So there is a path between A to G. If we consider C to G, there is a path C to D, D to Z. So C to F, C to E, E to F. So there is a path from B to F also. So B to C, C to E, and F. So this is connected graph. Example for connected graph. So if we consider, we look at in G2, the graph has the vertices, 6 vertices A, B, C, D, E, F. But here, no path from A to F. So A to B, A to C, that's it. There is no path from A to F. Okay. So B to D also. So there is no path from B to D, A to E, and B to F. Okay. So this is disconnected graph. Another example. So if we look at G1, so V1 to V3, there is a path V1 to V3, and V4 to V3 also there is a path V4 to V1, V1 to V3. So V2 to V3 is also path V2 to V1, V1 to V3. Okay. So every pair of vertices of this graph has the path. So this is a connected graph. If we consider G2. So there is no path from V1 to V2. There is no connection. So there is no path from V1 to V2. So V2 to V3, there is no path. V3 to V4, there is no path. Okay. So this is disconnected graph. Example of disconnected graph. Okay. So you observing these examples, we can say that the component of the connected graph is 1. So total graph, the component, total component of the graph is 1 only. And the component of the disconnected graph is more than 1. Means here the component of this graph is 2. This is one component, this is one component. Okay. So here also in star graph, the component of the G2 is 2, because the component V1, V5, V3 is one component, and V2, V6, V4 is one component. Okay. So the component of disconnected graph is more than 1, but the component of the connected graph is always 1. Okay. So in this graph also, the component of disconnected graph is 2. So more than 1. Not only 2, more than 1. Okay. But here the component of connected graph is 1. So this is only one component connected. So this is one component. So connected graph has one component and disconnected graph has more than one component. That is the note point here. Component of connected graph is 1 and component of disconnected graph is more than 1. Okay. So next definition, rank and nullity of graphs. Rank and nullity of graphs. So a graph with n vertices, m edges and k components. Now we discussed about component. Okay. So n vertices, m edges and k components. Then the rank and nullity of connected and disconnected graph is defined as follows. So for connected graph, rank of G is denoted by row of G. The formula is n minus 1. Here n represents the number of vertices. So number of vertices minus 1. 1 here. 1 is the component of the connected graph. Here 1 represents the component of the connected graph. So directly we substitute the component of connected graph is always 1. So n minus 1. So here n is the number of vertices minus 1. It gives the rank of the given graph G. It is denoted by row of G. So nullity of G is denoted by mu of G. The formula is m minus row of G. So here m represents the number of edges minus rank. Number of edges minus rank gives the nullity of G. This is the formula for connected graph. So for disconnected graph, rank of G is equal to n minus k. So here k represents the number of components, n represents the number of vertices. So number of vertices minus number of components gives the rank of the given disconnected graph. Okay. So nullity of G is denoted by mu of G and m minus row of G. So here m represents the number of edges minus row of G. Here row of G represents rank of the graph. So m minus row of G gives the nullity of the disconnected graph. These are the formulas for to find rank of connected graph and nullity of connected graph and rank of disconnected graph and nullity of disconnected graph. So what is the formula for to find rank of connected graph? N minus 1 and nullity of connected graph is m minus row of G. So rank of disconnected graph n minus k. So here n is number of vertices, m is number of edges and k is number of components. So component of connected graph is always 1 and component of disconnected graph is more than 1. Okay. So let us consider an example. Find the rank and nullity of following graphs. Find the rank and nullity of following graphs. Okay. So first we have to decide the given graph is connected or disconnected. So the given graph is, so if we consider C to D, C and D vertices, there is a path from C to D, that is C to A to B and B to D. Okay. So this is connected graph. Okay, every pair of vertices has a path in connected graph. So if we take a C comma D, yes, it has a path from C to D. So C to A to B and B to D. So it is a connected graph. So now we find rank and nullity of this connected graph. So number of vertices are, how many vertices are here? 4. So n is equal to, number of vertices is equal to 4. And how many edges are here? 1, 2, 3. So m is equal to number of edges, that is equal to 3. So how many components? So it is connected graph. The component k is equal to 1. So rank, what is the formula? Rho of G is equal to n minus 1. So here n value is 4. So 4 minus 1, that gives 3. Okay. So rank of given connected graph is 3. And nullity, mu of G is equal to m minus rho Z. So number of edges is 3. 3 minus 3, that is equal to 0. So rank of given graph is 3 and the nullity of given graph is 0. So this is how we find rank and nullity of the given connected and disconnected graphs. Okay. So next go for another example. So this is the given graph. So in this graph we have to check this is connected or disconnected. Now first we check it. So V1 to V5. So we consider two vertices V1 and V5. So V1 to V4 and V1 to V6 and V6 to V4. That's it. There is no path from V1 to V5. Okay. And V2 to V4. V2 to V5 or V2 to V3 or V2 to V5. That's it. There is no path from V2 to V4. These are intersecting points. There is no path from these two vertices. So this is disconnected graph with two components. So V2, V3, V5 is one component and V1, V6, V4 is another component. This is given graph is disconnected. G is disconnected. In this, how many vertices are there? 6 vertices with 6 edges. M is equal to, number of edges is equal to 6. And how many components are here? 2 components. So K is equal to 2. So rank of disconnected graph is n minus k. So n value, number of vertices 6 minus k, number of components 2, that is equal to 4. And nullity of disconnected graph is equal to m minus rho of j. So m represents number of edges. Rank here we find 4. So 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. Okay. So this is how we find rank and nullity of disconnected and connected graphs. Okay. So next definition, cut vertex or cut point. Cut vertex or cut point. So what is cut vertex? So cut vertex is a vertex on whose removal the graph becomes disconnected. Means, so with the removal of vertex, the given connected graph becomes disconnected. That vertex is called cut vertex. Okay. Cut vertex is a vertex on whose removal of the graph becomes disconnected. The graph gets disconnected. That vertex is called cut vertex. So example, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. This is the given graph G. Okay. By which vertex removal this graph becomes disconnected? That is V3. If we remove this V3, this graph becomes disconnected. So V3 is called cut vertex. Okay. So if we remove this vertex, the incident edges of this vertex are removed. So this connected graph becomes disconnected. So that vertex V3 is called cut vertex. Okay. So here V3 is cut vertex. So the graph becomes disconnected graph. So another example, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So it is connected graph. So there is a path from V1 to V5. So V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V5. There is a path from V5 to V2 also. So V5 to V6, V6 to V3, V3 to V2. So it is a connected graph by which vertex removal this connected graph becomes disconnected. So V3. So we remove this V3, the incident vertices edges is also removed. So if we remove this V3, this edge will be removed and this edge will be removed. So the graph becomes disconnected. So V1 to V2, V4, V5, V6. So here V3 is called cut vertex by which vertex removal the given connected graph becomes disconnected. That vertex is called cut vertex. Okay. So cut edge or bridge. Cut edge or bridge. Okay. So by which removal of edge the given connected graph becomes disconnected. That edge is called cut edge or bridge. Okay, by which edge removal gives the given graph disconnected. That edge is called cut edge. Okay, so cut edge is an edge on whose removal the graph gets disconnected. So this example, look at this example. So this is connected graph. So there is a path from A to E. So as it has the path, so A to C, C to D, D to E, or else A to C, C to D, D to G, G to F, F to E. So if every pair of vertices of this graph has a path, so it is connected graph. So by which edge removal this graph becomes disconnected, that is E4. If we remove this E4, this connected graph becomes disconnected. So here E4 is the cut edge. Okay. So by removing of E4, this connected graph becomes disconnected. So A, B, C, G, F, C, D. There is no connection between these two graphs. So this is disconnected graph. On removal of E4, the given connected graph becomes disconnected. Then E4 is called cut edge. Okay. Next definition, cut set. Set of all minimum number of edges of G on whose removal the graph gets disconnected. So set of all minimum number of edges. So minimum number of edges removal gives the disconnected. So that is called cut set. Set of all minimum number of edges of G on whose removal the graph gets disconnected is called cut set. Okay. Next definition, connectedness in directed graphs. So directed graphs means the given graph with directions. So connectedness in directed graphs in that connected or weakly connected. Connected or weakly connected. If a directed graph is considered as undirected graph in which each directed edge is converted to an undirected graph and all the vertices in it are connected, then the graph is said to be connected or weakly connected graph. So that means in a directed graph is considered as undirected graph in which each directed edge is converted into undirected. Each directed edge is converted into undirected and all the vertices in it are connected. Then that graph is called weakly connected graph. Okay. Next one, unilaterally connected. For any pair of vertices of a graph, at least one of the vertices of the pair is reached from other vertex. That means, so at least one of the vertices of the pair is reached from other vertex. So if we consider if we consider any pair of vertices of a graph, at least one of the vertices of that pair is reached from the other vertex. So if we consider v1 to v4, so in this v1, so v4 to v3, v3 to v2, there is a path. So this connection is called unilaterally connected. Okay. Next, strongly connected. For any pair of vertices, both the vertices of the pair are reachable from one another. So both the pair of the vertices, both the vertices of the pair are reachable from one another. So V4 to V1, V1 to V2, V2 to V3 and V4 to V3. So here V4 to V1 and V4 to V3. So V2 to V4. So for any pair of vertices, both the vertices of the pair are reachable from one another is called strongly connected graph. Edge connectivity. Let G is a connected graph. The minimum number of edges on whose removal the graph gets disconnected. It is given by lambda of G. So edge connectivity means the minimum number of edges on whose removal that given graph gets disconnected is called edge connectivity, and it is denoted by lambda of G. So this is the given graph V1, V2, V3, V4. So here we remove E1, E3. So this is E1 and E3, E1, E2, E3, E4. We remove E1, E3 from the given graph. That graph becomes disconnected. Okay. So if we remove one edge, it is not disconnected graph, and by the remove of minimum number 2, so if we remove these two or these two, we get disconnected graph, that is G minus E1 E3, we get the disconnected graph. So here the minimum number of removal edges are 2, so that is denoted by lambda of G. So lambda of G is equal to 2. Okay. Vertex connectivity. So let G be connected graph. The minimum number of vertices on whose removal that given connected graph becomes disconnected. It is denoted by K of G. So the minimum number of vertices by the deletion of minimum number of vertices, that connected graph becomes disconnected. That is called vertex connectivity, and it is denoted by K of G. Okay. So next, walk and their classifications. Walk and their classifications. So we consider 5 important subgraphs of a graph is called walk, trail, circuit, path and cycle. Walk, trail, circuit, path and cycle. These 5 are the important subgraphs of a graph. Okay. First one, walk. Consider a finite graph. Finite graph means number of vertices are finite. Okay. Consider a finite graph having at least one edge in the graph G, or an alternate sequence of vertices and edges of the form. So consider a finite graph having at least one edge, means it has more than one vertex in a graph. So one vertex having a graph is also a finite graph. So that's why here it is given. Consider a finite graph having at least one edge, means more than one vertex graph, or an alternate sequence of vertices and edges of the form Vi, Ej, Vi plus 1, Ej plus 1, Vi plus 2, Ej plus 2, and so on, Vm, Ek. So this is which begins and ends with vertex. Such a sequence is called a walk in G. Okay. In a walk, a vertex or an edge or both can appear more than once. So in a walk, a vertex or an edge or both can appear more than once. So the number of edges present in a walk is called its length. So in a walk, number of edges present. So here Ej, Ej plus 1, Ej plus 2, and so on, Ek. So the number of edges. So the length of this walk is K. Okay. So the number of edges present in a walk is called its length. So what is the walk? So let us consider an example. This is the given graph. So walk sequence. So V1 to V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E8, E6. We consider one walk. Okay. V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E8, V6. So starting and ending with vertices is called a walk. So a vertex or an edge repeated more than once. Okay. So the length of this walk is, so here V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E8, E6. In this edges are 1, 2, 3. So the length of this walk is 3 because this walk contains 3 edges, that is E1, E2, E8. No vertex and no edge is repeated here. In this walk, no vertex and no edge is repeated. And we consider another walk from this graph. V1, E4, V5, E3, V2, E2, V3, E5, V5, E6, V4. Okay. It is also a walk of length. So how many edges are present in this walk? E4, E3, E2, E5, E6. So 5 edges. So the length of this walk is 5 because this walk contains 5 edges. That is the edges here. Vertex V5 is repeated here and no edge is repeated. Here V5 and here V5. Okay. So V5 repeated and no edge is repeated. So this is also a walk. So what is the definition of walk? There is a vertex and an edge are repeated more than once. Okay. So if we consider another walk in a given graph, that is V1, E1, V2, E3, V5, V2, E2, V2, E2, V3. Okay. Is a walk of length. How many edges are here? 3 edges. So here edges are repeated. E3, E3. So total how many edges are here? 3. So the length of this walk is 3 because this walk contains 3 edges. In this sequence, edge E3 is repeated and vertex V2 is repeated. Okay. So vertex repeat aina, edge repeat aina, no problem in that. So open walk. So what is open walk? A walk that begins and ends with two different vertices. Begins and ends with two different vertices, that is called open walk. And a walk that begins and ends with the same vertex is called closed walk. So V1 to start ayi V1 to end aithe, that is called closed walk. And V1 to start ayi it ends with another vertex V5, then it is called open walk. Consider above example from the examples. The three walks are V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E5, E8, V6. So here starts with V1 and ends with V6. So this is open walk. So in this walk starts with V1 and ends with V1. So this is closed walk. So this is also starts with V1 and ends with V1. So this is also closed walk. Okay. A walk starts and ends with a same vertex, that is called closed walk, and a walk starts and ends with different vertices, that is called open walk. So second one, trial. An open walk with no edge appears more than once is called a trial. So in a open walk with no edge, no repetition of edge is called a trial. Open walk means starting and ending vertices are different. In that, no edge repetition is called trial. Okay. So if we consider a sequence of trial, that is trial or not. So V2, E2, V3, E5, V5, E6, V4, E7, V3. So here the above sequence is trial because there is no edge repetition, and the sequence initial and terminal vertices are different. That means that is open walk. Okay. So V2, V3, V2, V3. So the above sequence is trial because there is no edge repetition and the sequence has initial and terminal vertices are different. Okay. So what is trial? An open walk with no edge repetition is called trial. An open walk with no edge repetition is called a trial. Okay. Circuit. A closed walk in which no edge appears more than once is called circuit. So what is circuit? In closed walk. So in a open walk, no repetition of edge is called trial. In closed walk, no edge repetition is called circuit. Okay. So if we consider a sequence V2, E2, V3, E5, V5, E3, V2. So the sequence is a circuit because there is no edge repetition, and it is closed walk because starting with V2 and ending with V2 vertex. So this is a closed walk. In this closed walk, there is no edge repetition. So it is a circuit. Okay. Fourth one, path. A trial in which no vertex appears more than once. So here no vertex repetition. So in a trial means open walk and no edge repetition. Okay now. So trial in which no vertex repetition means total ga the a walk has open walk. A walk starts with different vertices, and in that no repetition of vertices and no repetition of edges. That walk is called path. Okay. A trial in which no vertex appears more than once is called path. In the path, starting and ending vertices are different. Is same is called closed path. Different is called path. Okay. Note every path is a trial, but every trial is need not be a path. So path అయిన ప్రతిదీ ట్రయల్ అవుతుంది, ప్రతి సీక్వెన్స్ ట్రయల్ అవుతుంది, but every trial sequence is not a path. Okay. Cycle. A circuit in which terminal vertex does not appear as an internal vertex and no internal vertex is repeated. A circuit in which, circuit means closed walk with no edge repetition. Okay. So a circuit in which terminal vertex means last vertex. So terminal vertex does not appear as an internal vertex and a vertex repetition, and no internal vertex is repeated. That is called a circuit. If we consider V1, E1, V1, E1, V2, E3, V5, E5, V3, E7, V4. Okay. So in this walk, this is open walk because the starting and the terminal vertices are different. So it is a trial and also path. Open walk with no edge repetition is called trial, and open walk with no vertex repetition is called path. Okay, so the sequence is closed walk, V2, E2, V3, E5, V5. So this sequence is closed walk. Closed walk means starting and ending vertices are same, and no repetition edges. So it is circuit and also cycle. Okay.